Okay, today I will be showing you guys how to set up Technic Solder, or Solder, however you want to say it. So, the first thing, if you go to their GitHub site, which is github.com/technic/Technic Solder, I will provide a link to that in the description. And what first you want to do is these are all the files you need, basically. So you're going to either want to clone it with GitHub or some cloning program, or, which is the easier way, download the zip. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's only 2.7 megabytes. Take a few seconds. Right now it's already downloaded, but Google Chrome is verifying. And next, while it's doing that, you're going to want to go to this site, apachefriends.org. And what this site's for is downloading XAMPP. XAMPP. I'm only doing this really for Windows. I'm not sure how you do it for Apple, but for Linux, I think you're supposed to use LAMP. It's a Linux stack of WAMP or PHP, Apache, MySQL, and Perl, which are the main things you're going to need for setting up Technic Solder. And you're going to go ahead and download this, but for time's sake, I went ahead and downloaded that beforehand, which is right here. It's 126 megabytes. Took me about 2 minutes to download. For most people, it might take a little longer than that, not maybe an hour, but yeah, it's a pretty big file, so you're going to want to install this. The reason I'm using XAMPP is because it's much easier. It comes with its own shell for running PHP commands. I've tried it before with WAMP or just Apache by itself with PHP extensions. If you have an antivirus, just click yes. Okay, this won't have anything to do with your XAMPP. It won't mess it up in any way. And XAMPP comes with all of these. Its basic things is PHP and Apache. You want to leave most of these things checked. I recommend using FileZilla FTP server and PHP along with MySQL. So I'd recommend leaving it all default, because I'm not sure what the rest are. I know this might be in a mail server, obviously. I don't know what Perl is. I don't know what WebAlyzer is. I think that might be a debugging program. But PHP, PHP, and MySQL are the things you need checked. So I click next. We'll leave it as default. If you don't want to. Oh yeah, I just realized I uninstalled that not too long ago. So I'm going to uncheck that, unless you actually want to go to the website and know what Bitnami is. Click next, and for time's sake, I'm going to pause the video and return to you after the installation. Okay, it took about, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe. Well, my computer isn't really the fastest, but it's pretty good. I guess that I've done. So for other people, it might take longer. It might be faster, but the installation size is about 1 gigabyte. It's not too bad. We're gonna be greeted with this window. Do you want to start the control panel now? I just leave that checked, finish, and here it is, the XAMPP control. While that's opening, oh, okay. So the ports are going to absolutely need ported on your router, assuming you do in fact have internet, which I probably do. Um, you're going to need here. They're going to be here. Make sure you allow access. And MySQL should pop up. If it doesn't, whatever. Start, and then allow access. So these are the ports you're going to need. 80, I don't think you're going to need this ported. And you're going to need 21 if you do want to use FileZilla, but the main port you need is 80. That's basically all. Now what you're going to want to do is minimize that. Open up this Technic Solder master zip. Move that to the side somewhere. And when you open it, you're gonna have another folder in there called Technic. That's normal. You open that, and then you should have application. Application bundle, Laravel, public storage, get attributes, get ignore, travis.yml, artisan, which is the file we're going to be needing, so don't delete that, paths.php, readme.md, and licenses.txt. And what you're going to want to do is navigate to your XAMPP installation. This is XAMPP installation over here. You need to go to htdocs and drag everything into there from the Technic Solder. Just wait for that to finish. Should be finishing right about now. Ugh. Next thing you're going to do is go to Apache on your XAMPP control panel. Well, this isn't, you don't have to do, I just recommend it. Go to config, Apache httpd.config. Scroll all the way down past the modules until you see, what is it? Document root. Make it /public. Make sure you include that trailing slash. File, save. You're gonna restart Apache and start it again. And then you're pretty much done right now, sort of. One more step afterwards. You wanna go to, well, localhost. Of course. If that happens, you're gonna want to go through your Windows Firewall on Control Panel. Allow an app or feature through Windows Firewall. Change settings. And we're gonna want to check all those. Apache HTTP server. I think I might be losing my voice. Check those. Make them private and public on both of them. I don't know if you have to do that. That's just what I do. Click OK. You're done with that. Refresh. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm kind of confused. It appears to be a black screen. It's not very good. Excuse me for a second. I think I might have gotten it working. So what you're gonna do is quit this control panel, and then run it as administrator, and then stop all the services, and then install them by clicking the X. So initially there shouldn't be an X right there, and I'm pretty sure I did this right. I did not run into this problem when I first installed XAMPP. Oh, and another thing you're going to be needing is make sure you have a user account on Technic platform or technicpack.net, and I recommend installing Notepad++, small file, an amazing Notepad editor or word editor sort of. Yeah, it's basically all you need. And you're going to want to go back to your install, go to applications, copy the config hyphen sample within the application folder, paste it, rename as config, and go to public, and edit the .htaccess hyphen sample with Notepad++, and then save it as just an htaccess file. Make sure you save it as all types, save, exit. There you go, the htaccess folder file has been created. Okay, so that's how it worked. This is normal when you do it for the first time. Okay, got it working finally. Now what you're going to be wanting to do is go to application, config, database, edit with Notepad++, and the only thing you're going to be wanting to change in here really is MySQL right here. Not SQLite, not PSQL, or whatever it's called. Just this one. Make the host localhost, not 127 or whatever. I don't think it matters all that much, but just to be safe. And then make your database solder, however you're gonna say it. It doesn't necessarily have to, it goes with it, like the theme, and that's what I feel like naming it. It's basically all you're gonna want to be doing. Save, exit. Oh, and while I was gone, I changed the database configuration. Be right back. Okay, I am back, and when you change it and refresh the page, you should get this unknown database solder. The reason why is that we have not created a database yet. I'm gonna go to localhost / php myadmin. That should bring you here. It shouldn't put you into a password prompt because it doesn't start out with a password. If you want to create one, I don't really recommend doing it because you can only access this through your personal computer unless you allow it on your config, and I'm not going to teach you how to do that because I don't want you to risk your security. And up here you want to click new, database name, solder, create, you're done. Exit that, go here to the shell, change your type in cd, as in change directory, /XAMPP, / again, htdocs, enter. Now what you're going to do is type in php artisan, which is why I told you about that file. We were using this file, migrate, install. Migration table created successfully. And now what you're going to want to do, php artisan migrate. This might take a while, a minute or so. This is going to create all of your MySQL databases on that solder database we created not less than a minute ago. Ugh. The reason I use XAMPP is because of this shell. Whenever I used a normal Windows command prompt, it didn't work properly. It didn't create all the tables I needed. And now you're done with that. Minimize or whatever you want. Refresh. And here you are. You're not completely done yet. You're going to want to add your API key, which is in the config folder, edit solder.php with Notepad++. And here's where you're going to create your location, your repo location. Go back to htdocs, public. You want to create a new folder called repo or mod packs or whatever you want it to be called. But somewhere you're going to remember to store your mod packs. You're going to want to put in the URL of your thing, not your hard drive location. So you're going to navigate to here, not there, sorry. Repo. See, it's empty. You can access it. That's all you really need is an external IP access. That's all you really need. Paste. I don't think I copied it. I did. Control V. Platform key. And that's where your account comes in. Configure Solder API. Okay, first you're going to be over here. Modpacks, my modpacks. Configure Solder API. Solder API. And then you want to copy this key right here. Copy. Sorry if I'm going too fast. You could pause it when you need to. Paste. And you're basically done. Save. Refresh this. If you go down here to API key management, wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to say default right there with the key, config, solder, guessing it just hasn't got to the news yet. Okay, if that doesn't work, you're just going to want to create a new database, not database, API key. Name it default. And then paste in the API key right there. Add API key. And there you go. That's it right there. And what you're going to want to do is, this is what you're going to be, your solder URL directory. That's what you're going to want to type in. This URL right here. Into solder URL, paste, link solder. Forgot to include this. And there you go. Make sure you have this ending slash. I don't know why it's such a big deal, but it is. And you just successfully link solder into your account. Now here you have this new option. Of course, I don't have any mod packs yet, but in order to create one with a new repo directory, you're going to go to public repo, which is the mod pack directory we added, mods, and to add forge, you're going to type forge, and then you create a new winner zip archive, forge 1.6.2, which is the version I'm going to be using. mods, and like you saw earlier. Wait, no. You don't make it mods. It's gonna be bin. New folder, bin. Drag modpack.gr in there, which is just Forge 1.6.2 universal gr. Rename it to modpacks. Drag this into there. And here you go. This is the zip. This is how you're supposed to set up your folder structure. So over here in your Technic Solder, you want to create a new mod pack. I don't know what you want to name it. Test, Forge, whatever. I'm going to name it Schubert Test. Create new build number, I don't know, 1. Minecraft version 1.6.2. And as you can see, we don't have any mods yet. So you want to add a mod name, Forge, make it exactly how it was. And you've successfully added that mod. Now you want to go to versions, 1.6.2, and this is exactly the structure we added. Add version. See, and it found that zip file. It found the mods, and it got the MD5 for that mod. So you successfully added it, and when you go to mod packs, Sherbet test. Well, for you it could be whatever. It doesn't have to be Sherbet test. Manage, Forge, add mod, and that's it. You've successfully configured Forge, but I want to edit these settings. Edit mod pack. Save changes. Mod pack edited. And when you're creating a new mod pack, you want to refresh this. Sherbet test. Sherbet test. Just put Forge test. Agree. Create mod pack. See, I always get this. I have no idea why. I don't know what the thing is. But see, it still doesn't. It still adds it. I'm still very confused. And when you open your Technic Launcher, you should get an error, but I have no idea how to fix that. The only way I know how to get around it is create a new build. Or just select the first one. I need to cut this video shorter. So I'm going to end it in about a minute if my Technic Launcher decides to load up. Well, you know, you're going to want to copy this platform URL, paste, add mod pack, and you can't, when you use these, it crashes. I have no idea why. I can't fix it, and you're just going to want to save, play, and you get this. I don't know why. You want to create a new build. Build number 2, 1.6.2. publish them. Oh, it might have been the problem actually. They weren't published. I apologize. Yeah, you're gonna need them published, otherwise they will not show up on the launcher as new versions. And see, there you go. You can't set it to get newest updates. You have to manually select the number. I have no idea how to get around that. I will figure out sooner or later and tell you guys. But that's about it to installing Solder. I'm going to show you that it boots up properly with Forge installed. My Minecraft decides to load up. I'll pause right there until it finishes. Okay, here, it finally popped up. It'll take about 10 seconds. Not too long. And it shouldn't take too long for it to load either. See, you're done. That's how you install Technic Solder and add a mod. If you want to add another mod, like a mod, like Bibliocraft or whatever, you're going to want to go back to your repo, mods, I don't know, sample mod goes there, and sample mod I think I did wrong. Yeah, I did. I'm tired. And I can use zip archive, sample mod, and then, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, version, that's the version, so it would be mod slug, and then hyphen the mod version you want it to be, and that's it. I'm gonna rename, new folder, mods, you want to put whatever mod you want in there, and then copy it into there. And when you open it, the mod should be right here. It could be a jar or whatever, and it will automatically install it to your new mod pack. And you could select the mod through your, you could add it right here, make sure the mod slugs match, so it would be sample mod as the mod name, and then here's the mod slug. I don't know, sample mod website, I don't know, doji.com, add mod, versions, 1, 2, 3. And the reason to do that is because the mod's not even in there. And that's basically all you have to do. Same thing for configuration files. You're just going to, right here, instead of being the mods folder, it would be config, and then the configuration txt files in there. That's basically it. To installing Solder and then setting up the structures. There's one more thing I wanted to try out. My Technic launcher wants it open. There you go. It doesn't work like that, so you have to manually select the build, and that's it. See you later. Any questions? Ask them in the comments below.